Hello, everyone. How are we doing? I hope you've all had a fantastic Easter. Now, I've had a question come up in my Facebook group, Entrepreneur to Edupreneur, and I'm going to share my screen with you to show you that because we're going to go through today how to answer that question. So let's pull this up right now. Let's share our screen, and I'm going to take you through. The question is, how do we, here we go, the question here that's coming up, can someone help me understand the technology path? I.e., let's say we build our courses in Thinkific, or we post the videos from our course into YouTube as unlisted pages. How do we actually collect the money? How do we pass the students onto the landing page? Does ActiveCampaign take money? How does it all work? All right, so this is a very common question for people who are just starting out in online courses. The question is, how do we do this? What technology do we need to use? How does it all connect together? What bit does what bit? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just first of all draw you a little diagram up here to show you what kind of are the key pieces of technology and what function they actually have. What are they used for? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to turn the screen off for a second. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you how to actually set up a form inside your ActiveCampaign account, it's email marketing software, to collect people's email addresses to then send them access to your course. I am also going to take you in just behind Thinkific and just show you where you get your course URL so you know where to direct people to. So Laura says, hi, I'm creating a mini Thinkific course right now, just creating the landing page. Fantastic. Hi, John. Hi, everyone. All right, so first of all, let's grab a pen and paper, and I'm going to just share with you what are these key pieces of technology that you need to create and sell your own online courses, and what do they do. Now, bear in mind, you may not have all of these things yet. Don't panic if you don't. Just start with one piece of technology at a time. Now, the first thing you need to have is well, I say first thing, a key part of your technology ecosystem is your website. Now, your website ultimately will be where you sell everything from. It's where your brand stands. It's where all your products and services are going to be for people to come across and to find, where people can get your contact details. This is your domain. This is your platform. This is your real estate that you own. So all of your marketing should always be going to your website.com, not to external documents or external platforms like Thinkific or ClickFunnels or something else, because those are other people's real estate. If you spend the next couple of years doing loads of marketing where you're sending people to other people's platforms, let's say you then change platforms, you change the providers that you're using, well, all your marketing out there in the world is going to be pointing to somebody else's platform that may not exist anymore or isn't used anymore, and you're going to have to go back through all of your marketing and change it all. So you always want to send people to your website, plus you can add your Facebook tracking pixels so that you can retarget and follow people around with advertising later on. But regardless of whether you've got that yet or not, that's something that you want to aim for down the line, okay? Now, with your website should have what's called a courses tab on the website. So you have your home page, you have your contact us page, you have your products and services page, you have a courses tab. Now that courses tab should send people to your online school. Now, 3 ways that you can actually sell your courses. Number one, so let's call this your school. Number one is a marketplace. Now, marketplaces are like udemy.com. They're big open platforms. They control the pricing. They own the students. You don't get the students' details. They will sell your courses for a very, very small price where you end up only getting a couple of dollars per sale. So you only want to put your little tiny lead magnet mini courses on these platforms. Don't put your sort of high value quality content on there, but certainly use them for getting yourself more exposure. I mean, Udemy alone has something like over 30 million users right now. 30 million. So you'd just be crazy not to have something on there, but make sure it's your lead magnet content. Now, the other place is your LMS. This is a learning management system. Now, these are platforms like Thinkific, Teachable, Kajabi, New Zenler. These learning management systems are basically pieces of software that have been specifically designed to help you easily and quickly create and sell online courses. They are made to be drag and drop, fill in the gaps, and are really, really simple to use. Now, this is why these are my favorite pieces of software to recommend to people who are just starting out, because you can do stupidly, amazingly advanced things without actually having any tech skills. I mean, like literally, you can be as tech savvy as a carrot and still be able to use these systems. And the third way you may have heard of are website plugins. Plugins are basically like apps for a website. So you can get these plugins, apps for your site that turn your site into an online school. Now, my advice with this one is if you're going to go here, you do need to be a little bit more techie, because you're going to be a bit more on your own. Like these LMSs have customer service, have big customer service teams. You know, they have Facebook groups that come with them. They have people that have become experts in those platforms. So it's a lot easier to get support, help, and guidance with your LMSs. When you've got a plugin of your own, you're kind of on your own. You've got to figure it out by yourself. You need to know what you're doing. They're not quite as easy to use from a user interface perspective. So your website is where you send all of your marketing to. Okay, so this is where you have your Facebook, you have your LinkedIn, you have your Instagram. Sorry, my rubbish drawings, but you know what I mean. Whatever you're using for all of your marketing. So your marketing goes to your website. Your website has a courses tab, and then your courses tab redirects people to your online school. So whichever one you're using, let's refer to it as your online school. Now, the other thing you need is you need email marketing software. Okay, so EMS. This is your email marketing software. You need email marketing software if you're doing business in the online space. It is how you keep yourself legal. It keeps yourself adhering to GDPR law, anti-spam law, privacy, all of this kind of stuff that you have to adhere to. No one wants to end up in jail for breaking any of those rules. So please make sure that you're using a proper email marketing software. There are loads out there. They are all very good. The only one I don't recommend is MailChimp. That stuff should be decommissioned. But other ones include ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Drip. I mean, there's so many. Just go and do the free trials and find the one you like. I personally, people always ask me what do I use, so I'm going to preempt that. I personally use one called ActiveCampaign. My board's going to fall over here. I personally use ActiveCampaign, and the reason why I do that is because it is more than just an email marketing software. Email marketing softwares normally only have one function, and that is to manage email contacts and send out email communication. But ActiveCampaign is also a customer record management system and a sales management system. So it just kind of does everything all in one. Hi, Nabendu, lovely to hear from you. I like it, but look, don't take my word from it. All these things have free trials. I just recommend that you go and do the free trials of everything. In terms of which online school I use Thinkific. And if you want to go and get a free trial on that on the pro plan, just go to sarahcordiner.com/Thinkific Pro. And you can get 3 months for free on the Thinkific Pro plan if you go to that link there. So Thinkific is my favorite platform at the moment. It just tends to be slightly further step ahead in terms of its features and its functions and its pricing model. So I recommend that one purely for those reasons. They are all very, very similar. When one gets a sexy new feature, it's not long before the other one gets it. So don't overthink this particular part too much. This is why I always say you need to have a courses tab, because let's say you go with Thinkific today and then later on you change your mind, you want to have your own plugin. Well, all you have to do is change the redirect on your tab to the new school or the new location. But sarahcordiner.com/courses still remains the same. So none of my marketing would be affected if I change the platform that it's all hosted on. So that's how you do that. So email marketing software, ActiveCampaign. This is where you collect people's email addresses. It's where you send out campaigns. Now your email marketing software and your online school should connect together. So this is called an integration. Now, when somebody joins your online school, you want to integrate, being the techie word, your school with your email marketing software. Why? Because as soon as they are integrated, i.e. they talk to each other, the data passes from one to the other, your emails, you might create a sequence of emails, will automatically start sending to your students. So this is where you will go inside your email marketing software and create what's called an automation. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to do a demo for that right now. The automation will be something like, as soon as somebody signs up to your online school, then send them this email. And the email will be like, hi, Sarah, thank you for joining the online school. Here's your link to get back in. Can't wait for you to join. Here's the Facebook group if you've got one. And then you can just send them an automatic check-in email, I don't know, once a week, once a month, however often you want to stay in touch with your students. And that's all done automatically through your email marketing software. You are literally not involved in the process of the transaction or giving them access or anything. Right? That is just amazing, and it makes life very, very simple and straightforward for you. So look, they are the key pieces of software that I'd recommend you have when you are out there getting started. Now, if you are completely on day one of beginning this whole journey, my recommendation is to get your LMS. And from there are actually student notifications that you can send out. So don't panic too much about the email software yet. If you are completely on a budget, you are beginning, do not overwhelm yourself with having all of this technology at once. Build it slowly, add one piece of the puzzle to everything you've got here, one thing at a time. So I would go for your LMS as your first thing you invest in if you're just beginning. Why? Because that's where you're going to host your online courses. It's where you collect people's email addresses. So even if you're giving your courses away for free, they still have to enter their email address into your learning management system to actually access the free content. So you're still going to be building up your email database. You're still going to be able to send them weekly check-in emails that are completely automated without you having to do anything. And you can still give people a link to access your online courses, whether they're paid or free. So that's the one I'd start with. Then go and get yourself some email marketing software once you've got the budget to pay for something like that. Now look, ActiveCampaign, the light package is all you need. And that starts off at $15 a month. So I think it's really, really good value. And then once you've got these two things in place, build your product first, guys. Then go and build your website afterwards. You know, everyone thinks I have to have the website first. I have to have a pretty logo. I have to have the branding colors. Guys, logos are completely and utterly irrelevant. And I know all the branding people are going to throw rocks at me. I'm so sorry. You don't need a logo to sell an online course. I'm here to help you create your courses and get your content out to the world. When I go and buy an online course, I don't go, let me go and see if their logo's pretty before I make a decision about buying this course. No, just forget the logos, forget the websites. You need a product. You can't change anybody's life if you haven't got your product yet. You can't make any money yet if you haven't got a product yet. Make your learning management system and your creation of your online course your absolute priority, and all these things can come next. So let me show you how to answer this lady's question. Faith, is it Faith? Yeah, to answer Faith's question then, how do we actually put our course in front of our student, and how do we exchange the money situation? So I'm going to show you, this is the behind the scenes admin end of my Thinkific platform, where all of, oh, hang on a minute. I just realized, is my screen sharing with you? Let me share the screen properly. That will help, won't it? There we go. So Faith has asked, how do we actually give people access? Like, how does it work? Great question. So this is the administration end of my Thinkific online school. So once you've got some courses in here, you'll have a dashboard that looks very similar. Now, once you've created your course, and that is another video, I do actually have, you go to my YouTube channel, just type in Sarah Cordiner on YouTube. There is a demo I did recently called a Thinkific setup demo. And that takes you through how to actually add your course. But click on the course that you want to give away or sell, not just give away, but to sell, full stop. And when you're inside the course area, on the top menu bar inside the course, you have a button called settings. So you click on that settings button, and this here will give you the actual URL to that course. This is the link, the URL for your course. And this is the link that you share with your audience in order to get them signed up to the course. Now, if you've got a website, I would actually create a redirection so that I could use the URL, I know, like sarahcorden.com/course creation course or something like that. And that be the link that I give out rather than the Thinkific URL. But Honestly, it's really not that important. It's all about getting the link out there. So all I do is I'd copy that link. I'd go onto Facebook. I would share that link on Facebook. If I've got an email list, you send it out to your email list, put it all over your social media channels, write blogs about it on your website, put a little widget up, a little image card on your right-hand menu so that you can get people's attention that way. I don't know, make a pop-up on your website to promote it. I have a whole entire video on my YouTube channel called 12 Ways to Sell Your Course in 2020. Use those techniques, but this is the link that you are ultimately sending people to go to this course. Now, once people click that link, that's when they can actually buy it. Up here, you've got the pricing button. This is where you add in, your price that you're selling your course for. You can add in monthly payment plans or subscriptions if it's a subscription program. But that's it. That's all you do. You do not need to have anything else if you're just beginning other than your online school. That's it. So as you set this platform up, that will be where you actually connect your payment gateway inside your integration. So you're going to need Stripe or PayPal, preferably both. So you're giving people multiple chances of ways to pay you. But once you've got Stripe or PayPal, connect it to your school, which is very, very simple to do. You then can charge people by simply sharing that URL. Now, there's other ways of doing this, but there's a million different ways of doing this. I'm only going to show you 2 ways today. Let's say you have a free course. Perhaps you don't even have a learning management system yet. So what you could have, let me just go back to my StreamYard here to see if I've got any other questions, is maybe you are so on a budget right now that you can't even afford a learning management system, even though they've got, by the way, they do have free trials. So don't forget to use the free package options if you're just starting out. But another way to host your courses is YouTube. All right, so let's pretend you're doing like a free 5-day challenge, and this is your lead magnet to attract people to your business ecosystem, to start collecting leads and to nurture people into hopefully becoming paid prospects later on down the line. And what you can do is you can actually upload your videos to YouTube and set them as hidden. So there's a little eyeball that you have, and you draw a line for it. There's a little line for it. It means hidden. What this means when you have a hidden video on YouTube is that only people who you give the link to can actually find the video. It's hidden from public search. So people actually have to be given that link to view it. So one of the things you could do is you could say, here's my free 5-day challenge, and I'll show you mine because I actually deliver one of my 5-day challenges like this. You can then quite simply send people, let them sign up to your email list. And when they sign up to your email list, they automatically get sent an email that has the links to those hidden YouTube videos. And if it's a 5-day challenge, the way I do it is I send them quite simply 1 video a day for 5 days. And it just takes them straight to a hidden YouTube video. Now, of course, because I've got a learning management system, I also put the course for free on my learning management system as well. For those people who don't want to wait the full 5 days to get drip fed the emails, those people who just want to jump in and get access to the whole thing. So let me just go up to my email marketing software. So this is ActiveCampaign, which is the email marketing software that I use. What we are going to set up now, I'm going to demo for you how this works, is how to collect somebody's email address to sign up for a thing, such as your free course, and how to then send them to the videos or the training that they've signed up for. So in your email marketing software on ActiveCampaign, you're going to go to the left-hand menu, and there's a button there called Forms. You click on Forms, and you are going to press create a new form. So then what do you want to call it? Let's call it the free 5-day challenge. Excuse me, looking at the top of my head right there, but I can't see. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about my spelling. What do you want to happen when they fill that form in? Well, I'd like to add them to a list. So what list is that? It's my Sarah Cordiner list. I want to give them a tag. Maybe I'm just going to just add them to a list for now. Okay. Press create. And this is going to create a form that people can now fill in to get the emails that give them the access to the YouTube videos. So this is what the form looks like when you want to start building it out. So you simply just start editing it. So I'm going to do, get the free 5-day challenge. videos. I'm not going to make this look pretty because I'm only mucking around to show you for examples. Here's a little description which you can change. You know, where should I send your free challenge? Give them, drag and drop these fields over here, drag in first name, drag in last name. You can drag over an image to make it look pretty. You can change the color of the submit button. And in your style area, so let's say I want to make that, I don't know, a nice bright pink color. I can. Oh, that's kind of more purpley, but you get the point. Okay, so I can create this form, make it look nice, go to the integrate button on the top right hand side of your screen, click on link, and then you are given the link to this particular form. So that form I could now go and share. So I literally just I could go onto Facebook and press share. I could go into the URL box, press share, give anyone that link, and it will now take them to this form. Voila, done. That is how simple that was. I've created a form that people can fill in to give me their email address just like that. But that's step one. Now we actually need to make sure that when people fill this form in, they are automatically sent the email with the YouTube videos in it. So this is how you set that up. What we're going to do, let me just check that I'm still streaming properly. Do you know what? I've just realized I wasn't even sharing my screen for any of that. Awesome. Oh man, let me go back. Can't see your screen, can't see your screen. Sorry, everyone. I'm an absolute banana. Let me go back and do that again for you. At what point did we lose the URL? All right. Let's just go back. I'm going to go back here. Sorry, guys. What's annoying is I can't see both screens at the same time. So let me go back. And we'll do that bit again. All right, so you go into your ActiveCampaign account. You click on Forms on the left-hand side. You go to Create a Form. I'm going to call it free 5-day challenge. Subscribe to a list. Yeah. I want to subscribe to my email list, and I'm going to press Create. So this will then take us into the editing area of the form. And you'll see here, you just simply click and edit whatever you want to edit. So I'm going to change that to get the free challenge now, ... I can change the description area. I'm going to go to add a first name, drop, add a last name, drop, change the color of my submit button to something pretty. So I click on style, change the button color to green. Let's do that. Lovely. All right. And we can even drag the image box over here and put a nice image in there as well, just to make it look nice. We press integrate. We press link, and voila, we have our link there that we now share on social media, that we share to give away, to get people to fill in this form. So this is, if I go now and hit submit, here's the form that I can now just share with everybody. So how do we now make sure that people can actually get an automated email? So let me just come back here and check whether I've got any questions. What are you doing? Very nice. Right, so I am now just going to open up the email sequence builder inside my email automation software, where we can create an automated email. So I am just going to open up a new screen and then share the screen with you so you can see what we're doing here. All right. Checking questions, lovely. All right, so we are going to go back into ActiveCampaign. On the left-hand side of the screen, you have an option called automations. Now, automation quite simply means creating a sequence of emails that you pre-write and you pre-set up to go out to people at certain times. So we're going to do create from scratch, press continue, and then it will first of all ask us, what do we want the trigger to be to create this automation? What thing happens that makes this sequence of emails send out to somebody? Well, we just created a form called the free 5-day challenge, or get the free 5-day challenge. So we're going to say, well, when they submit a form, then trigger this sequence. Which form is it? And we created one called the free 5-day challenge. There we go. So I'm going to click on that and then add start. So now, let me just come out of this and show you. So now when somebody submits the form, the free 5-day challenge that we just created, then add an action. And we're going to add an email. So you then create an email. What email name do you want it to be? Let's call it welcome. Press create. All right, build from scratch. And what do you want the email title to be? So, you know, it would be something like welcome to the 5-day challenge or whatever it is, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to make it look pretty because this isn't real. So welcome to the 5-day challenge. And then quite simply, it's just a normal email builder. So you can change, there's a preset image on here. I remove the images personally. So delete the image. Are you sure? Yes. And then quite simply, this is your email text box, blah, 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 blah. So all you're going to write here is hello. Welcome to the free 5-day challenge. And importantly, here is the link to your video. So that's all you're going to write in here. Let's check that I'm still with you. Yes, I am. So let's just go back to that. And then you simply go to your YouTube video, grab the URL for that video, and then blah, 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 paste it in there. You're going to press save and exit. And that will now automatically send to your students. So as soon as they fill that form in. All right. Now, what you can do if you then want to send them an email every day for 5 days because it's a 5-day challenge, you quite simply press add, send an email, and then do that process again. But you're going to want to make sure that they then wait 1 day. You don't want them to get all 5 emails in one go. So you're going to go to add a condition, add a wait condition, wait for a specific period of time, wait for 1 day, and then that's where your other email would have been if you'd created it already. So I'm not going to add that in there, but you can see there where you then go add an email, then wait for 1 day, then add an email, then wait for 1 day, and you would do that over the 5 days. And then, of course, just make sure at the end of the 5 days that your final email is a big thank you and offering some of your other products or services. You're going to then, once you've done all that and tidied everything up, now there's a bit more little tweaking about, but I want you to just get the concept here. Simply set it to active, and now that is live. So all you would do now is go and share the link to that particular form that you created and say to people, you know, you can get my free thing if you fill in this form. They fill in their email address, you've collected the email address, and then it sends them an automated set of emails with the links to the YouTube videos. So that's just one example of one of the many, many, many ways that you can do this, okay? So there we go. I hope that answers your question, Faith. So the whole reason I'm doing this, guys, is because in my Facebook group, Entrepreneur to Edupreneur Course Creators, the question was asked, can you help me understand the technology path? What do we do? How does it work? How do you actually get your course into somebody's hands? So that's the reason why I put this video together. And of course, there is much more to all of this than what I just showed you, but I want you to understand those concepts, those principles, to really help you understand what's involved, what is the minimum required technology, and what function do each of those play in your online course ecosystem. So I really hope that's helped. If you do have any other further question, please do put them in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer those questions for you. And of course, it's probably raised a lot more questions for you. So I look forward to helping you out as they come back. And don't forget, you can actually get my free course creation starter kit by going to sarahcord.com/starter kit. And I'll send you an email every day for 10 days with a tutorial video to help you create your own online courses too. So good luck, and don't forget to check in if you have any questions. See ya.